Hey everybody, Two Pump Chump coming to you live from Scottsdale, Arizona. I want to welcome everyone to our Week 8-9 review preview show. As always, we're going to take a look back, take a look ahead, and talk about a few odds and ends in between, so let's get started. After 3 weeks and 18 games, we have the AFC holding a slight edge over the NFC, 10 games to 8 in our interleague play the last 3 weeks. Back to division games this week. Okay, looking back to last week, we had the Packer-Backers defeating the Powder Puff 109-96 thanks to a big day from Matt Ryan. Next, we had the Man Bear Pig defeating the Raider Nation 128-101 thanks to Romo, Gronk, and Peterson. Next, we had the Gangrene defeating the Afro Man 160-96 thanks to Manning, Martin, and Thomas. In our next matchup, we had the Indians defeating the Kingpin Skinny Chimps 134-77 thanks to Brady and Julio Jones. Next, we had the Two Pump Chump defeating the Boats and Hose 73-67 thanks to big days from no one on either side. And in our final matchup from last week, we had the Tombstalkers defeating the Meltdown 129-124, thanks to an 18-catch performance from Jason Witten. Okay, boys and girls, power rankings after eight weeks, as ranked by CBS Sports. Popping in at number 6, we have, for the first time this year, we have the Man Bear Pig with a 4-4 record. Coming in at number 5, the Meltdown with a 3-4-1 record. More on them in a moment. We have the Indians popping in at number 4 with a 4-3-1 record. Coming in at number 3 with a 6-2 record, we have the Raider Nation. Coming in at number 2, we have the Gangrene team with a 5-2-1 record. And coming in at number 1 for the 5th straight week, as ranked by CBS Sports atop our power rankings, we have the 6-2 Packer-Backers. Congrats to the Packer-Backers. Okay, spotlight segment this week. We have the Meltdown, widely regarded as the letdown. Good reason for that. The letdown founded this league actually back in the late 90s, so they've been here for the long haul naturally. Always had consistent good teams. May have even won a Super Bowl before 05, back when it didn't even matter, so I don't really know. But since 05, since we joined CBS, out of the 7 years, I believe he's made the playoffs 6 out of 7 years. Made at least 2 Super Bowls that I know of. I defeated him in 07. He might have even been in more. But hence the nickname Letdown. He just can't win the big one. Consistently has decent teams. Rumblings around the league is that if he doesn't make the playoffs this year, he may step down from his team, maybe give up his team, maybe devote his time, full time, to being the commissioner. God knows he needs improvement there also, big time. So we'll see what happens. Right now he's sitting with a 3-4-1 record, half game out of the playoffs over in the NFC. Interesting enough, out of his 4 losses and 1 tie, 5 games out of 8, he's faced his opponent's best week out of them 5 games. Pretty steep hill to climb when you're facing them kind of odds. Kind of bad luck on his part, but, you know, such it goes. So we'll see what happens with Meltdown the rest of the year. So enough of being let down. We're going to move on to our Week 9 matchups. We have the Nation facing the Indians, the Gangrene facing the Chump, the Powder Puff facing the Tombstalkers, the Packer-Backers traveling to the Boats and Hose, the Afro Man facing the Man Bear Pig, and the Meltdown facing the Kingpin Skinny Chimps. I'm not going to sling any dirt or dish any dirt on anybody this week. Chris told me to keep it just to the facts. The commissioner did. Stick to the facts and keep it short and sweet. Shuff, you should like this review because I know you're all about just stating facts. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. And as always, Delaware, stay where you're at. I'll be back soon.